The 10 Best Ben Stiller Movies, ranked. Ben Stiller used to just be known as the son of Jerry Stiller and Meara. Now that he has more than 25 years in the film industry as an actor, director, and producer, Ben is arguably the most known figure from the family. While he usually focuses his talents on comedy, he's started to explore more deep, genre-rich work behind the camera. Most recently, he became one of the main creative forces backing the Apple TV hit, Severance. Today we'll go into the time machine and celebrate his best movies as an actor. From voice performances in Dreamworks films to indie films with great directors, here are the best Ben Stiller movies to stream and enjoy with friends, family, or by yourself. 1. Flirting with Disaster, 1996. Flirting with Disaster is one of the earliest hits of Ben Stiller's career, and it still presents plenty of laughs more than 25 years later. Stiller plays a man in search of his biological parents, and he forces his wife to travel the country with him to track them down. The journey is as offbeat as can be expected, and the results of the search are equally wacky. This black comedy was one of the films that proved Stiller could carry a production as the lead man. Other actors include Alan Alda and Mary Tyler Moore. 2. There's Something About Mary, 1998. Cameron Diaz is the real star of this late 1990s romantic comedy, directed by the Farrelly brothers, but Ben Stiller's character's affection for Diaz's Mary is the catalyst for much of the humor in this film. Stiller plays Ted Stroman, the man who's still trying to figure out how to get with his high school crush all these years later. Using some of the signature humor that the Farrellys are known for from other hits like Dumb and Dumber, this film was a true comedic hit at the box office. 3. Meet the Parents, 2000. Ben Stiller is already a big star on his own. Add Robert De Niro to the mix, and you have a legendary pairing that was sure to be a hit the second they were cast together. The best comedy pokes fun at the most relatable moments in our lives, and the plot of this classic 2000s family flick definitely has an innate understanding of the awkward reality of in-law relationships. Stiller and De Niro possess a golden chemistry as Stiller's character tries to impress De Niro's, enough to continue pursuing a relationship with his daughter. This movie spawned 2 sequels across more than a decade with Meet the Fockers and Little Fockers. These films never were able to quite capture the comedic magic of the original Meet the Parents, but this is often a regular occurrence when making follow-ups. 4. The Royal Tenenbaums, 2001. Although not one of Wes Anderson's typically used actors, Ben Stiller really nails his role as Chaz Tenenbaum, the son of a father who leaves during adolescence, only to reappear later on in his children's adult years to zany and absurdist results. Gwyneth Paltrow, Bill Murray, and Owen Wilson are some of the other names you'll be excited to see in this comedy-drama film from the early 2000s. The film remains of Stiller and Anderson's best projects due to its indie feel and unique humor surrounding family issues. 5. Zoolander, 2001. Not many characters Stiller plays are more famous than the fashion model Derek Zoolander. This movie with Ben Stiller follows the trials and troubles of Zoolander, as he comes to grips with his place in the fashion industry, after losing an award to Owen Wilson's character, Hansel. The movie uses a lot of stereotypes and outlandish assumptions about people who work in the modeling industry, but it's certainly good for many memorable laughs. An ill-received sequel was finally released in 2016, but we'd rather just remember the first movie here. 6. Dodgeball, a true underdog story, 2004. Dodgeball, a true underdog story follows the misadventures of a recreational dodgeball team. This exaggerated take on sports films allows Ben Stiller and Vince Vaughn to show off everything they've got in their comedic toolboxes, although some viewers and critics took umbrage with the over-the-top storytelling. If you like seeing Stiller at his goofiest, this is a pretty good place to start in his catalog. 7. Night at the Museum, 2006. I'm not sure if the comedic execution of Night at the Museum is all that legendary, but the concept of the film is one of the most creative of its era. Stiller plays museum night guard Larry Daly, a man who is flabbergasted at the fantastical elements of the American Museum of Natural History. The exhibits come to life after everyone goes home, leading to Daly befriending many of the historical figures on the premises. Robin Williams is the most iconic supporting actor in the film. He portrays former U.S. President Theodore Roosevelt. 8. The Heartbreak Kid, 2007. Stiller takes on this remake of the acclaimed 1972 Neil Simon comedy as single businessman Eddie Cantrow, who falls for and impulsively marries the girl of his dreams, Lila, Malin Ackerman, who on their honeymoon turns out to be a total nightmare. Aware that he is trapped in marriage hell, Eddie finds himself falling in love with yet another woman, Miranda, Michelle Monaghan, with whom he wants to stay, but Eddie must first figure out how to divorce his wife while they're on their honeymoon. The original film has nothing to worry about in maintaining its reputation. 9. Tropic Thunder, 2008. When it comes to movies that probably would be controversial, if they were made today, Tropic Thunder is certainly on the top of the list. The satirical war film pokes fun at a myriad of Hollywood tropes, sometimes using outdated avenues like brown face to elicit laughs. Stiller portrays has-been actor Tug Speedman, a former movie star who has to figure out how to get through the dangers of a real jungle, with the help of his co-stars. Other big names in this one include Robert Downey Jr., Jack Black, and Tom Cruise. 10. Greenberg, 2010. Although most of Stiller's work has been done through the major Hollywood studios, Stiller occasionally dipped his toe into the world of independent cinema, and Noah Baumbach's Greenberg was one of the most critically successful. Stiller portrays Roger Greenberg, a layabout who's minding his brother's family home irresponsibly, when he unexpectedly finds himself attracted to the family's dogwalker Florence, Greta Gerwig. Things do not go well. For his performance as Greenberg, Stiller earned his first Independent Spirit Award nomination as Best Male Lead. 11. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, 2013. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty tells the story of the titular character, played by Stiller, who travels the world in pursuit of a purpose. Along the way, he discovers the love and life he's always daydreamed of, a perfect and relatable analogy for so many of the viewers watching from home. Stiller also directed this movie, a decision some critics felt led to uneven storytelling. I appreciate the feel-good arc of the main character and the change of pace Stiller accepted in this film compared to his other roles.